to set up. And here we are. Momin is in with the Archer Queen and popping her ability right away. We already see that magic mirror healer puppet in action.
Yeah, and he is coming in here with the Road Riders. This is what he usually was using in the previous stage of this tournament. I really have feeling like, because as he's opener, so he's gonna go with this kind of strategy. The Road Riders are already reaching the enemy CC troops, so they kind of gonna stay there for a while. Queen is already taking out the Eagle. I am big fan when we can clear the Eagle that early.
Yeah, the Root Rider, such a reliable unit, even after they got nerfed a few times. Also seeing a couple of Druids being utilized, I think two or three in the core, and then another 2 here on the left to help those Siege Barrack P.E.K.K.A.s stay alive, wrap around the edge of the base. The overgrowth on the Town Hall, the late overgrowth on the Town Hall, it's something I said I was so worried about, so risky. But I mean, look at this, Susie. He's got so many units alive. It looks crushed.
Yeah, he still have rage, double freeze, which he can use to protect his final army here. I really love the plan here, like the Royal Champion is now reaching the Town Hall, Hoggies are arriving, he's freezing again, and on the camera we can see that he's already happy. This is a really strong 3-star, and I think so this one is also quite a decent time as well, especially for the first attacker.
Indeed, a beautiful 3-star from Momin to kick off this match, and it looked like it was about to be a 90-second triple. Ended up being about 93, but there you can see him full screen with this little plushie in his house. Also, he's always fun to see the reactions afterwards. He doesn't look too excited though. I mean, I'm sure he's happy, but he's just kind of nervous. Gonna have to wait and see what the other team's able to do, how they're gonna counter.
Yeah, some of the players are like, okay, they hit like crazy, insane, big triple, you know, and they're like, you know, oh, I hit the triple, you know. I would be like jumping and everything. Everyone has like kind of different reaction. That's what is beautiful. But have you say, maybe he's just like, okay, let's see how my team will be doing with the rest of the attacks, you know. It's better not celebrate that early, right? Let's not jinx themselves.
Indeed, Clash of Clans Esports, such an interesting team sport in the sense that it's almost like an individual performance. I mean, it really is, as well as a team performance. Even though, you know, you have to collectively add up all your scores as a team, you can't help but feel like you gotta wait, make sure everybody puts in their performance before you can celebrate too early.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. So yeah, that was really good attack by Momin. Like from Swift stage and open qualifiers, what I remember, he was one of the first players. Like they were only like 30 minutes worth, no timing, so the teams actually could attack at the end of the battle. But no, Momin was like attacking, I think like first 10 minutes. He was probably feeling really confident, like, okay, I can bring the early 3-star, you know, and put some extra pressure on the opposite team.
Indeed. Let's see how the other team's going to be able to counter here. It looks like we can see on his screen already a spiky ball earthquake boots again. So it looks like that has become a staple in the latest meta. Giant Gauntlet used to be the equipment that everybody enjoyed using on their Barbarian King, but now it's all about the spiky boots and the earthquake, or yes, indeed. And let's see Chihawa coming in with Root Riders as well. It's pretty much the same army we just saw.
Yeah, and Chihawa is like, I have a feeling he is the player who is trying to kind of bring the triple with the fast result, you know, for post gaming. So just in case if the war is decided by the time, which is not really happen very often now, but most of time his attacks are like around 80 and 90 seconds, which with the Root Riders you should be still able to do it. He immediately using the King ability, so we have the Giant Gauntlet equipment, so he's able to take down the Eagle early, same like the Momin. Queen should be keep funneling, and that way the Root Rider will start pushing towards the core of the base.
A classic strategy here from Town Hall 16, just getting those Root Riders to path perfectly into the core. Even with the Rage Tower there, it doesn't seem to matter too much. So we've got a couple Druids inside a Rage Spell doing all sorts of extra healing. Queen on the outside, still with her ability intact, getting a lot of funnel value. The Barbarian King, the Siege Barracks on the bottom, doing great, as well as Super Minions coming out of that Siege Barracks, able to help out a ton.
Yeah, he even opened the walls for the queen so she kind of can join. Maybe he was hoping that queen will take down the town hall and his root riders mostly will be kind of going for these infernos on the bottom side, because right now the royal champion is only left there and she doesn't have fox anymore, not even the equipment, so she's not gonna survive for the long time, and there is still some of the defenses which we need to clear, and we have only queen with the abilities.
Yeah, this has started to fizzle out. This is a little scary. That core, you can see all the giant bombs that went off earlier. That whole stack of 6 giant bombs there. So fun to look at. Queen actually picks a good wall here. That junction wall will allow her to walk possibly all around the rest of the base without having to break open another wall if she paths correctly. Let's see if she's going to stay on the outside here. That would actually be ideal. Oh, she goes inside.
No.
Because of that, she might end up beating one more wall.
Oh, we know Queen loves the walls, but we really would like if she went around. How do you say? Like if she entered that compartment from 9 o'clock corner, she doesn't have to. And this clone queen is not even targeting the same wall, you know? Like they are not working together, but finally the wall is broke and we have 48 seconds left. That means that Shihava still able to hit the 3-star, and Pulse Gaming also starting well.
Yeah, beautiful start from Pulse Gaming. Both Pulse teams here able to hit a triple right away. Slight time advantage, more than 30 seconds, I think. Time advantage to Pulse Esports. But, you know, it's definitely way too early to be considering time to be a huge issue.
Yeah, for sure. I am happy that he was still able to hit a 3-star, because many root riders died inside that core of the base. Like we saw a bunch of giant bombs there, plus the enemy queen feels like she was really OP. And yeah, luckily his queen was still alive, and that was the beauty of the new equipment, the magic mirror, that where you can have another addition of the queens, you know, and they kind of could speed up the clearing buildings at that corner.
Indeed, the magic mirror is so fun. I mean, the queen basically having triple damage for a small period of time is so effective in certain situations.
Yeah, I'm just now, like, we saw 2 root riders attacks. Do you think gonna be like more root rider hits, or this was like okay because they're like the first attacker, so they kind of going with the strategy, and now we're gonna see something totally different?
I think it might just be some of the early attackers preferring that strategy, so that way they can get a speedy attack on the board, because they're not sure if it's going to end up being a double perfect or not. So it definitely helps to have at least 1 or 2 quick attacks at the beginning if you think you can manage to do it successfully.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think so, because how I said, Momin and Chihava, they usually were the attackers which were hitting the faster triples, but this time we have Pulse Esports, we have Nifer going in here, so starting with the queen here, we will be queen charging, and we also have recall spell.
Yeah, he's got 3 E-Titans cooked up for this attack, so it should be a smash attack. Look like Queen and Warden just doing a little bit of funneling here on the left side of the base, and then probably recalling them, like you mentioned, and then redeploying them somewhere else to join forces with the E-Titans. King and Siege Barracks likely going to be used on the outer edges of the base somewhere, and then just everybody else smashing right through the middle.
Yeah, he's not gonna be like recalling the heroes somewhere far away, just hoping that the healers really can join them pretty quickly. Right now they're just like walking around the base, and again what I noticed, they immediately went for the Eagle Day. He's not even recalling them yet. Like he still have the recall spell, he already deploying the Titans, even the King, he's using the Siege Barrack, so we have the Packers with the Wizards which are trying to funnel, and that one jump which will be bringing the kill squad inside the core of the base.
Yeah, maybe when he dropped the Queen and Warden at 9 o'clock, he thought they might walk the other way, and so that's what the recall was for. But since they walked the way he needs them to anyways, he just doesn't need it. Or so maybe he can just save the recall for later. Maybe use it for the Queen or the Royal Champion delayed. We'll see what he does. But Tornado Trap spinning in the middle of the base, Earthquake Boots opening up everything, and that Spiky Ball doing so much damage.
Maybe, I was just waiting for it, because the Queen was in the really weird compartment, and I was like, no, she never gonna take the jump, so he actually recalled her and bringing her back here. But his army is slowly disappearing. Like we are again down to the only Queen and the Royal Champion. On the other side, he still have few spells to protect these heroes.
Luckily, though, he's got several super barbarians, a couple of freeze spells to help out, and the Queen and Royal Champ abilities together are so strong. The magic mirror here on the Queen, allowing 3 queens to do so much damage, and the rocket spear from the champion is so good at taking out, you know, 6 or 8 defenses, basically without her even taking any damage while doing so.
Yeah, this is a really good value, like the previous freeze, like freezing like 3 defenses there. So nicely done. But I think so he was like, okay, maybe how you say that he had that recall. Oh, the baby dragon is listening. I love this. Oh, maybe he's casting for him, you know? Maybe cannot interview,
awesome.
But yeah, I love these reactions. But how you say about the recall spell? I think so you were right about it. Like that was like kind of plan B just in case if the heroes will be walking, and it was perfect use at the end. Like that queen was never ever going for the jump, so kind of recalling her from that compartment and bringing her to join the army. A really smart play.
Yeah, and I mean, he only had about 25 seconds left or so. If he didn't have that recall for the Queen and she was just stuck in the corner beating on 1 or 2 walls, this might have actually been close to a time fill. It's hard to know for sure, though.
Yeah, I thought like, okay, he will be like swagging the recall. It would be probably better have some different spells. But at the end, it did work, and Pulse Esports with the second triple. So seriously nicely done so far. Triples we are seeing, but we saw now different strategy. It was Electro Titan Smash, which was, I think, very powerful strategy during Town Hall 15 meta. We saw it a lot after it kind of got quiet, and now looks like some of the teams are really having fun with the Titans again.
Yeah, a lot of Smash attacks have become super popular in this latest meta, especially before the Druids got nerfed, but even after the Druid nerf from last week, a lot of teams still preferring Super Witch attacks, E-Titan attacks. I've even seen Super Bowler attacks still be somewhat common in the latest update. So let's see what Sahara's going to be bringing. Invis, and a fireball all the way to the middle of the base.
I love it. That was perfect. Like no mistake. Like this is why the fireball is so fun. Like you guys can see everything on the 9 o'clock side being destroyed. Now we are just sending the Yeti Blim into the compartment where we have the Town Hall and the Monolith. Looks like the Yetis got distracted by the enemy king, so I'm not sure if they can take down the Town Hall.
Yeah, the Yeti Bomb definitely did not work there, so this could be a big issue for Sahara. He's got so many rocket balloons to utilize, though. A couple of spells, even the bat spell, helping to distract the air defense. I like that. It's a nice touch. And this army was just mass rocket balloons. I mean, I believe he had 30 or more rocket balloons and just relying on the heroes to do a little bit of work. And the rocket balloons actually getting out in front of the Air Grand Warden, going to be able to keep him alive. And with the freeze spell on the Town Hall, he might be able to just get the Town Hall with this group of balloons right here.
Yeah, let's see. Freezing the Town Hall. Like, Town Hall is not full HP, so only few lose. Even the Warden with the Royal Champion actually got there, taking out the Town Halls. At the end, it is still very quick to restart. Even that we have a little bit issue around the Town Hall, like that Yeti Blim didn't work properly, but still, what an amazing attack. And I am so impressed because this one is single elimination match, and Sahara took the risk, went with the invisibility spells, and used that fireball equipment.
That was just awesome. And you know, we were talking about the Root Rider attacks being kind of the safe, fast attack, but it's funny how some of these fireball rocket balloon attacks seem to be just even faster. I guess maybe they're just a little bit riskier, which is why some of the opening attackers don't use them.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe if you are going as the first with the fireball and something will go wrong and boom, you hit the like 1-star. Like you have experience with the as playing as the pro before, like if someone start with the 1-star, how hard is it for team to focus for the rest of their attacks and still trying to take the W?
It's definitely super tough if that opening attacker for you has something like a 1-star right away. It just hurts the morale, the feelings of the entire team, and you can't help but feel like, you know, there's just nothing you can do unless the other team also ends up failing early in the match.
Yeah, we could saw a few times like there were some crazy matches where both teams were hitting the 1 stars. So it could happen, but it's not that very often. So Sahara took the risk, but it was a really cool hit, and I'm so impressed that he was so calm. Like the town hall stay up, it could still make like really that attack difficult, but he was very confident with the plan, and it was a really good attack and also very fast people as well.
Yeah, I think it was about a minute 20 or so. That graphic seems to be glitching out with the last digit there, but that sounds about right. And now we're going to get to see Alec coming in against Lincoln's base, and he's going to need to come in with something fast to help counter against that.
Yeah, like right now the teams are not making a mistake, so it's about who will make the first mistake here. Are we gonna see more risky strategies? No, this time we are going again. We are back to the Root Riders. Also, viewers, like if you are curious, like what are the equipments I should be focusing, I definitely can see many pro players love to use the Earthquake boots with the spiky ball because the value the king can get is amazing.
Indeed, it is super fun to see that spiky ball and earthquake boots seem to be the go-to combo for the king now. I thought, you know, giant gauntlet was going to be the go-to equipment forever, but a lot of these pros just don't even bother with it now in the newest meta. These root riders making their way inside. Notice the strategic super barbs for that one Inferno Tower and Eagle on the top side of the base. Nicely done. The healing tome getting everybody back up to full health, and again, a risky late overgrowth.
His queen went the wrong way. I think so he meant to go for that single Inferno, like he has really fast reaction by sending these super barbs, but he lost the queen. Luckily some of the healers are still alive, so that right now they are supporting the king. He's using the freeze over the cannon and the scatter shot, so nice value, but Town Hall is back active and visible for his army here. Like he has Royal Champion nearby, so he's using the freeze and hoping that RC can take down the Town Hall here, but if she will, the Hoggies will definitely die over the Town Hall, so he should have enough troops to finish the base.
That was really close. I think if he did not have that freeze on the Town Hall on the Giga Inferno, it would have killed everything there on the south side of the base. The Royal Champion, the Hog Rider Puppet, the Super Minions. That was risky. The risk does pay off for them on this one, though. So another 3-star.
Yeah, even it was like, and not everything went perfect for him, especially the early queen dying, like she went a wrong way. Again, he was confident, he was calm, and Pulse Esports with the triple, so we'll see how the Pulse Gaming will respond here. But I have a feeling the pressure is growing right now, like, are we gonna see the double perfect war, or are we gonna see the first mistake?
Halfway through this first match, nobody has messed up. Everybody perfect so far. The pressure has to be building. The tensions are high. Hands gotta be shaking. But these guys might be used to the pressure. We'll see if they're gonna be able to perform or if they're gonna fold under all that weight.
Yeah, and even if they make mistakes, they're still able to recover. So that's amazing. Oh wow, like one mistake, pressure, they can handle it, and they're hitting these triples. I'm very ready to see the another attack. I want kind of see now a little bit like Lalo would be nice, you know, because I know that some of their attackers are Lalo attackers as well.
Indeed, yeah, I would love to see some Lalo. That's always been my favorite attack strategy, and I was hoping, you know, after these latest few updates that Lalo would start to make a comeback back into the meta. I have been seeing it quite a bit more in some of the community matches, the community tournaments lately, but so far no Lalo today. These teams preferring the Root Riders mostly in that one cool fireball attack.
Yeah, they do. So let's see, next attacker is Arlo, and we can see the cameras again, so very focusing these few seconds. What I noticed, they don't really using like the headset. I was like, I always thought like most of the teams are really using the spotters, you know, like if something going wrong, you have another person which is there and kind of can help, or also if you don't see something like some extra building in the corner, you know, they can say as well.
Yeah. still super fun to get to see these player cams basically non-stop during this match. I love this format where we just get to see the player cams all the time. And here we go with those super witches, something a little different. And again, a fireball. The invis setup with the quake spells also takes out the clan castle building right away, so he doesn't have to worry about any of those defensive clan castle troops.
Yeah, like super witches were so popular strategy, especially with the druids. But now, as we have the balance change, some of the players changed it, like kind of made a small change with their army, so they brought the healers, which is now a little bit more difficult as the healers can die very easily on the Seeking Ermine. So bringing some extra loons to test it how he does before he deploy the healers, to making sure these healers can survive, because it's really important these healers can stay alive minimum until you clear the core of the base.
A perfect job so far. The super minions coming out of the siege barracks to help support. His siege barracks troops did die really early, but the super minions there are going to be able to pick up the slack, get a lot of value. This queen kind of hanging back as well on the left side of the base, but the healers are doing such a good job in the rage spells, in the rage gym, keeping these super witches alive. They got the town hall. They're spinning around in the tornado trap. We might actually start to lose a couple here, but the royal champion on the right side of the base with the healer of her own. That's a cool trick.
Oh, that's such an interesting play by Alo there. As the RC is moving on that right side of the base, she's doing really well. She has Fox. We know how strong combination is it. There is still plenty of troops alive and not much base left. So Pulse Gaming will be adding the third triple, and this is getting very, very close. Like, again, single elimination. Right now we are seeing 3 triples from each team.
Indeed, and the average attack times are so similar. I mean, they really are. Before that attack went in, it was just 1 second difference. And after that attack, I think that attack was right around the other 2 averages as well. So we are just neck and neck as we head into the final 2 rounds of attacks.
And this attack worked really well. Like, the healers were amazing. They kept the witches alive long enough. And such an interesting play with that healer on Royal Champion. That's not what we are really seeing very often. So, wow.
Yeah, really cool with the healer on the Royal Champion. Just 1 healer with no Coco Loon. I mean, that's something that we feel like we've seen Stars do on his little hero dives in the past, but not many players are willing to do that because you're just scared you're going to hit 1 Seeking Airmine and then bye-bye 1 healer. Not the same as when you have like 5 healers and you can afford to lose 1 or 2.
And also the healers take a ton of space as well, so you don't really want to swag the healer like that. But it worked. It worked. That Royal Champion was still full HP and she really helped. And wow, we have so many different strategies in this match here. So we saw some Root Riders, but we also having fun with the fireball. So teams are taking some risk with the fireball hit. We saw, of course, the witches as well. Let's see. Arlo with that 1 minute and 55-second triple. I think so that's very decent time.
Indeed, that was right around the other 2 averages as well, so I'm gonna enjoy getting to see the updated averages when the next attack starts. But man, does the pressure have to be building. The last 2 attackers from each team, I mean, at this point you feel like you have to go perfect. Tiana is going in next for Pulse Esports. This is one of the attackers that I was really looking forward to seeing what he's bringing, because I've been watching him play for quite a long time. He's been pretty consistent.
Yeah, I just checked. They both are actually tied on the time. 1 minute and 52 seconds for the both teams. So it is actually anyone game right now. Look at the time. They are tied on the stars, on the percentage, and also on the time. And we are live with the fireball equipment again on the wooden. We have 3 invis, so he's not going for the crazy big fireball, but still he wants to definitely clear the bottom side of the base.
He dropped his Grand Warden and then 5 Teslas popped up all at once. That had to have been scary. Ooh, he missed the invis. He missed the invis. Oh, the fireball goes to the wrong spot. This could change everything.
Oh, rip it on mean, this is Carbon Fin, guys. This is Carbon Fin. His prediction, this is his work, because he even gave us a question about, are you really fireball attacker? That's happened to you when you miss one of the buildings and your fireball actually landing next to your warden. Here we are. Tian sadly not that fireball value which he was looking for, and now he has a lot of work to do because he knows that he has to recover, because there is a very high possibility if he doesn't hit a 3-star, his team could lose.
Look, there's no more healers as he's been walking along this right side of the base. He hits Seeking Air Mine after Seeking Air Mine after Seeking Air Mine, and not enough Cocoa Balloons to help out. Loses every single healer before we even get inside the base.
Oh my, and the Town Hall is so far away. He's really going all in here. Royal Champion should be taking care of the north side. He's using the Skelly spell, so fingers crossed this defense is gonna get distracted, because Royal Champion health is already very low, so RC sadly being forced to use the ability. We have the Rocket Spear with the shield, but RC almost without any HP. Like, oh my goodness, this could be 1-star. Lex, how are we gonna recover here?
With no spells, Rocket Spear? No, he runs out of the Rocket Spear shots. The Spirit Fox can't stay invisible for long enough, and that poor little Phoenix struggles against 2 multi-archer towers and a Giga Inferno, and this is exactly what I was worried about. These players still going with some risky strategies, finishing on the Town Hall, and sure, if everything went perfect, it probably could have been crushed, but all it takes is for the fireball to go the wrong direction, and a good plan turns into a 1-star.
Oh, poor Tiana. Oh, wow. Like, that was very hard to recover. Like, I really find that difficult if you miss the fireball, you know. Like, it is tough. And especially Tiana when from opposite side, like, was the Town Hall. Too much risk, sometimes it's worth it, sometimes the 1-stars happen.
Yep, indeed they do, and that's just the risk that comes with setting up a big fireball play where your entire attack is relying on the value and the funnel that a fireball provides. If you misplay just one little invis spell, I think that's what it was, his second invis spell missed an archer tower, and as he pops that fireball, he just had no plan B there.
Yeah, like, I think it's first the really good like reaction, because there was Tesla farm, you know, that base was ready to defend against the fireball, you know. So, oh, they're posting like so sad cat face. Oh, it's happened. Oh, I'm sad now as well.
Oh, that's so cute. This is hilarious. I absolutely love just getting to see the players during the entire match. I'm sure everybody watching at home is just getting a kick out of this as well. The cat's giving a thumbs up even.
I'm sure we're still gonna, like, there is still 3 attacks. Like, anything can happen. Like, doesn't mean, yes, that 1-star is very hard to come back from 1-star, but it's not impossible. But let's focus on the Lincoln hit. He coming in here with the Root Riders as well, but this time we have 2 overgrowth spells.
Yeah, so they're gonna go even riskier, probably overgrowth the Town Hall twice. Oh, I'm nervous for him. All Pulse Gaming have to do really is just not 1-star, and they can win this match. And so in order to not 1-star, they might overgrowth the Town Hall. Sounds like a good plan to me.
It happened to me so many times, like when I was using the Root Riders with the overgrowth spell, I always like 1-star. So I don't ever need to use the overgrowth, you know. My troops never see the Town Hall. But right now I'm feeling is the Root Riders are kind of disappearing, don't they?
Yeah, I only see about 2 left in the middle of the base there. The Royal Champion was deployed early as well. We still have that second overgrowth, and if he overgrows that Town Hall again, I'm going to be very, very nervous. Oh, God.
Oh my, he made the Town Hall again invisible for his army, and there is not much left, like the super minions are almost gone. Same story. Oh, they really die around the Town Hall. Imagine if you're gonna end like with the 1-star. Like, he has still Queen, he just needs a smart Queen to go for the Town Hall. He still actually has chance to triple up as he has 2 heroes equipments.
I think he does have enough firepower here. The Queen ability, the Royal Champ ability combined should be good enough. He's got the Magic Mirror with the Healer Puppet, the Rage Spell even. I didn't even see that Rage Spell was hiding at the bottom of the troop bar, but that makes it a crushing 3-star. He's definitely going the risky route, but hey, it pays off for Lincoln, able to get it done here.
Yeah, let's go for the safe 3. Why not bring 2 overgrowth spells and leave the Town Hall as the last building? Yeah, they really made it exciting until end. So 4 attacks done right now. Pulse Gaming has the 2-star lead here, but Pulse has the player called NYU, who also loves to take the kind of risky plan. So, you know, with the risky plan, something bad can also happen.
Indeed, and it is awesome to see, or maybe interesting to see, how even when after they get a 1-star defense, they're still sticking to their plans. You know, he probably had that plan to overgrowth the Town Hall from the beginning. He's not going to play it safe, not just going to switch things up and get a safe 2-star just because they got a defense. They're going to go all out.
I love it that even that Pulse Esports right now losing the match, you know, they're still smiling and they still looks like they're having fun. So that's so cute.
Yeah, it's so cool to see how these guys have all their plushies too ready to go. I mean, I think these players are loving being on camera. Some of them just get so excited, it seems like.
Right? Not shy at all. So right now the players are preparing for the final attack. I'm always very curious, like as the first attackers are done with the plan, how do you think, how often do we see that other players are like kind of helping the final attacker with the plan? Do you think it's like kind of normal thing for the teams, or most of the teams are like, okay, I'm done and I'm just like just cheering for my team?
Sometimes it definitely happens where that first and second attacker, after they're done attacking, will help the later guys come up with a plan if they need some help. But oftentimes, you know, especially in a meta like this, that last attacker most of the time doesn't even need help to come up with a plan. He's just going to do something he's used to, something that feels safe to him, and he gets the most amount of time to come up with his plan too.
Oh my, we have another fireball. This one is delay fireball here. So Nelson first deploying a bunch of rocket balloons, but we know we're gonna go for the big fireball. We have 5 enemies, Lex.
Ooh, this is going to be spicy, and it is fun to see how we're actually going to use most, if not all, of these rocket balloons first to get rid of a ton of defenses, and then still invis spells after that. And watch how delayed this fireball, how it's going to go all the way to the core. At least that's... Oh, that invis was way too early. Just wasted one. Here we go. Going to invis the wizard tower a second time. Fireball! Boom! Annihilates almost all of the core.
Yeah, some of the buildings on the north side of the core of the base are sadly still surviving. There is still the guy which will be fixing them. He's sending the blame for the Town Hall. But the fireball wasn't easy because there was a bunch of Teslas. That's why he had to use most of his rocket balloons. So that was quite expensive, but still, he was calm and he was able to take down core of the base. Now we are deploying the Royal Champion, but as we use ton of rocket balloons, we're really depending on the RC and the Queen here.
Indeed, using the last rage spell on the Royal Champion. Does have the Grand Warden actually following her, still alive somehow, not hitting any Seeking Air Mines. That's a little lucky, or maybe the traps on this base just weren't set up to stop this Grand Warden. Look at this Grand Warden go, giving that Royal Champion that passive Rage Gem boost. That making a huge difference. The Archer Queen ability on the bottom side as well. Magic Mirror gives us 3 queens for extra damage. 2 free spells, and I think he's looking pretty good.
Yeah, he still had that one freeze, which he can actually freeze that single Inferno, 3 heroes alive, and RC, she doesn't have to be worried about walls. She just jump over them. Oh, is he swagging that freeze? Are you serious? Whoa, he's taking the risk. He's having fun, but he's giving me heart attack here.
Yeah, he had plenty of heroes alive. There was no doubt about it. I think even the Grand Warden staying alive at the very end, just not hitting any Seeking Air Mines that entire attack. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was. Like, there was a red bomb next to the single Inferno, so all these minions would just die immediately. But, yeah, even that fireball at the start, like, how you say, he dropped that invisibility spell way too early. After that was, like, few seconds, nothing was happening, and after he went with the invis again, and he still was able to land inside the core of the base.
Good thing he had the extra invis. Sometimes they don't bring any spare invises, and so you make one slip up like that and it could be game over, but he had plenty to use, plenty to rock and roll with. So now we just got one more attack to come in. Pulse Gaming, the whole entire match lies on their shoulders now. They control their own destiny. I think all they need is a 2-star.
Yep, you are right. Only save 2-star, but as I know, Command Kun, he don't know what is 2-star. He will go for the big triple there. But yeah, Pulse Gaming are looking really strong. Like they did really well during the sweep stage. They haven't lost a match. Like they easily got these 3 victories. So awesome job. And also, as you can see, they were able to stop the fireball and also almost stop the another one. So being able to actually get some defenses as well, so really nicely done by them. But we are looking at the Nelson attack, which was under 2 minutes with that crazy fireball.
Yeah, it does seem pretty consistent. Almost all the 3-stars, at least here in the first match, have been right around that 155 mark, just under 2 minutes. So it seems like that is the new standard in the latest update with the new version of hard mode, which, is definitely a lot better, I think, than the previous version. But here we go. Final attack. We have NYU coming with more of those Electro Titans.
All right, I have a feeling that he's playing safe here, like usually we are seeing like some kind of mass Inferno Dragons or Inferno Dragons with the fireball. So many different strategies, but this time we are going with the Electro Titan Smash here. We have Central Town Hall. We were saying they need only save 2-stars, so the Town Hall is seriously important. Right now we're just Warden walking and deploying his Electro Titan to pull the Warden.
Siege Barracks, Archer Queen on the north side of the base. That skeleton spell actually doing a great job distracting the Barbarian King, distracting some of those supercharged Expos, and the main force with the healer swap nice and early heading inside the base. There is the poison tower there to slow them down, but it doesn't seem to matter. These healers in the rage spell do such a good job of keeping everybody alive.
Yeah, I love that Queen going back, and she's taking down the Eagle Electro Titans now. Will be reaching the core of the base. We have ricochet cannons there, so they will do ton of damage here, but the healer is still trying. Oh, as I say, there was ton of red bombs, so yep, a Ripperoni for the healers, and we'll see how many troops actually can survive now the core of the base.
Oh, that Earthquake Boots, always so fun to see when it's utilized well. Opens up everything. Did lose pretty much everything in the middle, though, after this Town Hall goes down. That Tornado Trap spinning around those E-Titans in the Giga Poison, and they both die there. Royal Champion already used her ability on the south side of the base. She's still alive, using that one and last balloon just to distract some of those Archer Towers to give the Royal Champion a few more seconds to do damage. And she's going, ooh, another giant bomb to hit her. 2 more free spells. Might be trying to save them for the Queen. We got the 2-star, so the win is in the bag, and that's what counts. But can he pull off this 3-star? It might get close.
Oh, the Queen doesn't have the healers anymore. Sadly, the healers were standing in the range of the scattershot here. Still gonna have Phoenix. If he doesn't find any Seeking Air Mines, maybe, but that Queen is still keep taking the damage, and without healers, sadly, I don't think so it's gonna be enough.
He's trying so hard to see if he can save the free spell for later when he goes to fight the scatter shot. Why did she switch walls? She was on 90% through a wall, and she just switched to a different one to go into the same compartment. What is going on, Queen?
Oh, this is typical Queen here, and honestly, like the Unicorn now really healing her. She finally, oh my goodness, look at this
Oh my gosh, this
She's
Queen!
switching again because the buildings on the bottom side got clear, so he's actually toughening at the end. 99% enough for Pulse Gaming to be the winner of our first match